John, you're muted, but I can't. I'm trying to read your lips, but I can't read them.
I would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Mr. Truman.
Covering all the bases.
Yeah. You really are a pioneer, John Allen. There's no doubt about it, right?
Hey, it's a balmy minus 13 here this morning.
How
Oh,
much?
man.
Minus 13.
And you're sitting in the car?
Yeah, Glenda gets the bunkie, and because it's 16 feet by 8 feet, that's all it is.
There's more room in the car.
Yeah, damn near. There's the little house we're living in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, I thought that was the outhouse.
No, that's over there. It's not that quite that big.
It's okay, John. They have a lot of tiny houses these days.
John is our digital nomad.
Oh, he's a nomad. He's up there in hillbilly country, I'll tell you.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, you know what, Pat? You're asking, sorry, Peter, about this settling in. I have to remember to change my English. I've not been doing that yet. The English spelling rather than the American spelling.
Oh,
You know, it's
sure.
very different. Yeah.
It is. It is. It is. Definitely.
Ashvin, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Peter. How's everybody? Everybody good?
Good.
Hey,
thank
Ashwin,
you.
yes.
And Alan, I didn't even say good hello to you, so beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Nice to see
Hi,
you.
Peter. Hi, everybody.
My goodness gracious, look who's just arrived here. Fred Gillen, he should be asleep.
Hi,
Fred,
Patrick, how you doing?
Hi, guys.
Don't make that offer to him. He'll put his head down on the desk there and be asleep in 30 seconds.
I thought you'd be asleep, Fred. Goodness me. Thank you for making the effort, mate.
Some people have said that to me during the day as well. You must be asleep. Are you recording, Peter?
Yes, I am recording. Yes, I am. Nice to see you, Bill. Good to see you. Nice to see you, Monica. Okay, let's get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 137th episode of Your Next Level Mastermind. And our topic for today is, how did you overcome a major challenge in your life? Okay, how did you overcome a major challenge in your life? For those who are watching the replay, I want you to please pay really close attention to this. These people have given up their time and their expertise to provide some information to you in this session, both about what they do and also their thoughts about the topic. But more important, they know people that you don't know. And I want you to make sure you connect with each and every one of them, please. They are busy people, so if you book a time with them, turn up. Don't book a time and not turn up, okay? That's very important. It's critical for these people to be able to give you the best they can do, and there's 1,000 years of experience in this room here right now. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. It's not quite that much.
Getting closer.
999. 999.
I'm not that, yeah. No one's as old as I am, so I'll change that. There's quite a few years of experience in this group here, okay? So please make use of it, all right? Okay, without any further ado, let's start with them introducing who they are, what they do, and where they're coming from, etc., and then we'll get on to the topic. So we're going to start with, who was the first one to arrive here? Mark, do you want to start, Mark? Mark Inkster? How about you?
Yeah, I'm Mark Inkster. I'm from New Zealand. I'm a wealth making opportunities educator and founder of the Strangers Group and the Strangers Community, our not-for-profit charity. And yeah, personally I'm in a meeting. Wealth making entrepreneur, and we'll help to create you and as a wellness entrepreneur or wealth making entrepreneur. We have some. We have an educational academy, and we're creating sales coaches, and you'll be able to be your own boss, do a course and that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Yvonne Jones, followed by John Allen.
Hello, everyone. I am Yvonne A. Jones of 50andwisercoaching.com. I'm currently located in Jamaica, where you can come for the beaches or the rum. My passion is to help and support entrepreneurs to grow their business without feeling like they have to be marketing experts. And I do this through my profitable relationship building framework. Thank you for having me, Peter. I'm grateful to be back.
Good to see you, Yvonne. Thank you very much indeed. John D. Allen, followed by Monica Perriardi. Are you with us, Pioneer? Well, we've lost him.
He's there. He's just disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, Monica, we're over to you, followed by George.naugle.
Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Periare, and I come all the way from Romania. What do? I help women to feel better about themselves, regain their full feminine power so they can go back into the dating scene in full confidence. Also, I help professional women in the corporate setting to stop being overlooked, get seen, get that promotion, and enhance their career. So I'm the best cheerleader of everyone here that wants to, feel better about themselves while they are building a business. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. George, your turn.
Yes.
Your
Yes,
turn.
it's my turn. Oh, all right. My name is George.naugle. I'm a Canadian living in the Philippines with my beautiful wife, Marissa. I'm in Riceland now, so I'm in the heart of the Philippines. And it's probably balmy hang on, wait, plus 35 right now. It's fucking hot. Oh, sorry. Not sure if I should have said that. Let's see, a little bit about my business. I help online entrepreneurs feel natural and authentic, having sales conversations with potential clients and empowering them to make the buying decision. That's just something that I do. I also like to do franchises too. I put my information in the chat, and typically I don't have a potty mouth, so sorry.
He was a bit of a potty mouth there, George. My goodness, Trace. No,
Okay, I do. I lied. I'm not being authentic.
I think I got coffee. I think I might edit that little bit out, George. John D. Allen, you disappeared when I called you. I don't know where you went. I thought you might have put some more wood on the fire. I don't know. John, followed by Pat Dryer.
Actually, I went out because thought the generator was running out of propane and Glenda was going to be short on lights and possible heat in the bunkie. So, hi everyone. My name's John D. Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching. I specialize in helping business coaches reduce their LOR, loss of revenue, by up to 48% when they're signing up new clients, by helping them hold memorable conversations with their prospects and current clients. What this does, it teaches them how to be authentic and truthful with people and get to the truth. If you want to know more about it, give me a shout. My information's in the chat or in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, John, very much indeed. Pat Dryer, followed by Glenda.
Thank you, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm Pat Dryer from Phoenix, Arizona, here in the U.S., and I use the leverage of network marketing and a company called My Daily Choice as the vehicle to build my home business. And I don't know too many opportunities where you can get in for free, get trained for free, receive all the necessary tools to make a six-figure income in your first year. So what do? I show people how to make money. There's just 3 simple steps. It's just a lot of people doing a little bit, and that's it. And once you learn these skills, you'll never have to work for someone else ever again. Now, network marketing is not about the money. It's really about what you can do with it. It's about attaining freedom and helping others do the same thing. So I'm looking for a partner. And if you're interested, I'll show you how to get fast results. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much, Pat. Glenda Kroll, followed by Bill Pickert. Nice to see you, Bill. But Glenda first.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And hello, everybody. My name is Glenda Kroll, and I'm coming to you today from the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. I'm a dedicated life empowerment and reinvention specialist. My passion is helping individuals discover their true potential and guiding them through a transformational journey to lead to more fulfilling lives. With a deep understanding of personal growth, resilience, I empower my clients to break free from their limitations, embrace change, and achieve their goals. Whether you're seeking a career shift, to improve your relationships, or to enhance your overall well-being, I'm here to provide you with the support and the tools you need to create a positive, lasting change. Thank you so much. And my details will be in the chat.
Okay. Thank you very much, Glenda. Bill Pickett, nice to see you. Followed by Fred before he goes to sleep.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Bill Pickert, and I'm sorry about the little interruption. I thought my mic was off there, and I had shouted out to my wife, but trying to tell her we were in a meeting. So, anyways, yeah, I'm from sunny South Florida, which isn't so sunny today. It's kind of nippy out, actually, and but what I do with my people is I help individuals be able to come out from behind their profile. I help them by teaching them to influence others by using engagement. And, you know, you're not going to be known for what you do and how you do it until you come out and make everybody aware how you do it. So you got to be out there every day, and you got to be visible. It comes down to, you just can't put up a post and hope that drives somebody to your opportunity, because it may, but chances are it isn't. And if your posts aren't reaching enough people, then it isn't going to go anywhere. So I teach other techniques to kick up the algorithm, and so you start getting more visibility using Facebook. And you know, there's over 3.8 billion people on Facebook, and 1.8 of them are on every day. So you can't say you don't have an audience. You just got to get yourself out there in front of it.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. By the way, Bill's running a 5-day challenge, a free 5-day challenge, which most of you probably are aware of now. But Bill, could you put the link to the landing page in the chat as well? Okay. All right. Fred Gillen, followed by Carol Davies.
Thanks, Pete. Hi, guys. Most of you know me. My name is Fred Gillen. I'm a digital online marketing strategist, and I help small businesses get more sales by using the power of more marketing ideas, because that's the name of my business. So if you want more marketing ideas, all you got to do is search for more marketing ideas, and Google will give you more marketing ideas. And the first one you'll see is my website, which is called More Marketing Ideas. So if you don't know the name of my business by now, well, there's something wrong, because it's really called More Marketing Ideas, and that's what I do. So if you need more marketing ideas, search for More Marketing Ideas, and I'll pop up. That's me, Fred Gillen, More Marketing Ideas.
Thank you, Fred.
Fred, I missed the name of your business.
I'll give you one more marketing idea, John.
Well, there's one thing about it, mate. You're certainly going to put it in our memory. We never forget it. Carol, sorry, Carol, let's be serious. Carol Davies, I've lost now. Followed by Ashvin.
Hi, I'm Carol Davies. My company is Passion Motivator Coaching, and I'm located in London, Ontario, Canada. And it's pretty cold here today too, but we're very lucky. Not any snow right now. I'm just getting ready for that. So I'm a success mindset coach for corporate professional women entrepreneurs who are 40 plus and who are stressed out and really don't know what they want to do to progress in their job, whether they want to stay there or perhaps go out and start a new career as an online professional. So I'm there to help guide them find out what they want to really do in their life, how to get de-stressed, focused, crystal clear on what really excites them. And together we work together to get a personalized roadmap and plan of action and go forward so that life is again full of fun, joy, and ease. So if you need someone who's, as someone said earlier, a cheerleader with you and a great support, that's me. I'll put my details in the chat.
Thank you, Carol. I love the fun, joy, and ease. I like that. Ashwin Nui, followed by Alan Edwards.
Hello, everybody. Turn your business from boring to outrageous. Get off the roller coaster ride of income and stress. My name is Afshin Nuhi from Toronto, Canada. I can be reached at afshinnuhi@gmail.com. AFSHINNOOHI@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwin. And are you being outrageous by turning your camera off or what?
No, it's not off.
It's not on. We can't see you.
I didn't know that.
There you go. So do you want to do it again?
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
So this is the outrageous Ashwin Nui. Okay, go.
Thank you. Turn your business from boring to outrageous. Get off the roller coaster ride of income and stress. Afshin Nuhi from Toronto, Canada. My email is afshinnuhi, AFSHINNOOHI@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you for being so damn outrageous. It's absolutely brilliant. Alan Edwards, always good to see you. Over to you.
Hi, Peter. Hi, everybody. I'm Alan from Hampshire in the UK, and my company is Alpus Group, and we help property owners to transform the value of their property. We solve any property problems, and we also get great returns for property investors. These can be investors from the UK or from all over the world, because you can invest in the UK with good returns and without tax or other residence issues. Cheers, Peter.
Thank you very much, Alan. Thank you very much. Before we get on to the topic, two things. First of all, apologies from Penny Kennedy. She's still in Mexico, having a lovely time. Alpha Freeman's got family, can't make it today. Anthony and Janet Pacelli can't make it either. Jeff Beale was hoping to try and make it, and he still might make it. We don't know whether you're going to get here or not. Sherry Bennett will be here next week. She can't make it today. And Joy Healy is having Christmas dinner on the 6th of December. I said, my goodness gracious me, what a way to start Christmas, on the 6th of December. Now, before we start the topic, I just want to give the floor over to Monica Periotti, because she has something to say, and I think you all support what she's going to say. So, Monica, please, over to you.
Well, I'll try. Thank you so much, Peter. It's just so I asked for this. So I hope I will be as clear and as fast as I promised. I want to remind everyone today, I think I'm here for, let me double check again. I'm here with this family from, I think, around the COVID, when COVID started, and that makes it, what it says, 3 years and 9 months since COVID started. So anyway, it's been a good long ride, but I want to mention Sandy Murray. Then the reason is I want to mention Sandy Murray because he was one of them, one of us, sorry. I got emotional because for some reason I do want to mention him. So the reason for that is I want to say it's a declaration of love for all of you here, because I'm a self-love coach for all of you here. And I want us to, to network a little bit more, to connect more one to another. I don't know, I get a little bit of emotional because life is so precious, and life is so precious, and I would love to be in touch with each one of you more. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Monica. And yes, We all miss Sandy. There's no doubt about that. And Ashvin, that's the reason you're here, because Sandy Murray introduced you, right? So, yeah. Thank you very much, Monica. Okay. Here's the topic. Are we ready? And don't forget, make sure you got everything in the chat that you want in terms of contact details. And Bill, please make sure you got the details for your challenges starting on the 11th. Is that right? So it's, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Yes, yes, it starts next Monday. We're counting down.
Okay.
Ton of things to do yet, but we're getting there.
Okay, thank you. All right. So the topic is how did you overcome a major challenge in your life? I'd like you to go to the bottom and raise your hand, like Fred's already done, and John's already done. If you don't know where to find it, go under More, go under Reactions, look for Reactions, and you'll find a raise hand button. That's where it is. And I'll take you in the order that you've got it up there. So, Fred, you've done the impossible, mate. I mean, apart from more marketing ideas, you beat John Allen to the punch, because he is damn hard to beat. Okay, he gets his hand up so quickly. Fred Gillen, how did you overcome a major challenge in your life?
I just hit the reaction button real quick because that was a major challenge getting in front of John.
Winner, winner.
Right. Look, one of the biggest challenges I had was that, and some people mightn't understand this, but I'm 5'3" and a bit, right? And that was always a major challenge for me because even at school, I was the smallest kid at school and used to get, now it's called bullying, but then it was just called ripped into, right? Because of my size. So there was a lot of stuff went on in that area. And even through a lot of corporate stuff, it was still the same that, you know, you were the odd, won't say the odd one out in the room, but a lot of people didn't take me seriously for a while. And it took me a lot of lessons to make that happen because so it was just a hurdle that I had to get over. And it was really getting out of my own way because it was a mindset I had. And I was using that as an excuse that this is why I wasn't getting it because people were, you know, short man syndrome or whatever they want to call it and everything else. And then suddenly my attitude started to change and I figured, well, I don't give a shit what people think. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do the best of my ability. And if it works for me and it works for them, well, great. If it doesn't, well, we just move on. And that probably took me, you know, 30 years to get to that stage because it was really only 30, 35 around then that I started to really look at what was going on and have a look at myself and not other people. And then just figure, well, I can't change it. You know, I could get stilts or I could do something and put lifters in my feet and do something like that. But then all that's doing is cloaking the issue. It's not fixing it. So it was really mindset and looking after myself.
And Fred, what got you to that point when you finally had the courage or whatever it was, the conviction to think, I don't give a damn anymore what people think? What got you there to that point?
I think it was self-realization that I had whatever stage I was in life, whether I was contracting or doing the IT stuff or whatever, I had the experience and I had the knowledge and, you know, and I just got to that stage where I believed in myself. And it was like, there was no, oh, am I good enough? Or that had gone. So it was that's really what it was. I got to that stage and it was like, well, as long as I can do the job and deliver the you know, the proof is in the eating or the whatever in the pudding or whatever. Right. So it's just a matter of a lot of it does get down. It's like what Monica was saying. It's I don't use the word self-love, but it's self-knowledge and looking at yourself and taking yourself seriously. Not too seriously though.
But you have to use the term of self-love. It's so much, there's so much confusion around the term, but that's another topic. Thank you.
The reason I asked you that question, Fred, is because of another thing that many people face who may be watching this, and that's imposter syndrome, right?
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah.
Because it's very similar in terms of the challenges that they face, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Fred. Good. John Allen.
Thanks, Peter. One of the challenges, and as the ages of the majority of this group here, we've all had different challenges in our life, and it's how we overcome them. One of the things I had to learn was my dear sweet mother told me for years and years, all the worrying in the world won't change a thing. I was a great worrywart growing up. I'd worry about everything. What about this? What about that? And then when some major events happened, well, why me? You know, what did I do to deserve this? And it took me a long time to figure out that we bring a lot of what we want, this stuff into our life, whether we realize it or not, through our thoughts and our actions. But the other thing was we have a choice. We can respond or react. And I was one that always reacted. I flew off the handle at the drop of a hat and got me in a lot of trouble. You know, when I was a young kid, I liked to fight. So, hey, that was right up my alley. I could get in a fight with just about anybody. Didn't win too many, but I got in a fight. So the other thing I had to learn, and it took me a few years, some of us are a little thick-headed than others, was take time to think about it. When you react and you take your time to think about it, that helps you rather than boom, you know, because I learned a long time ago, a decision made in anger can't be changed. So you need to think about what you're going to say and do. And the other thing is, ask God. He's there to help us. I don't care what your religion is. Have faith that there's something higher than you that can help you through your problems. Thanks, Peter.
Wow, John, thank you. That's very deep and meaningful, but also very, very true. Appreciate that. Okay, George.naugle. What about you, my man? How did you overcome a major challenge in your life? And you're muted.
Muted. And I'm muted here. I'll lower my hand at the same time. Actually, it's many pieces, to be honest. The first would just be acceptance of the situation. And acceptance for me came from a realization that I had. I don't know, I probably watched a movie or something, and, you know, we get caught in a time loop. So, for example, if we were to go back and do the same situation with the knowledge we had, it would just be a continuous loop over and over and over again of that event. So what I learned was that I can't do anything about, or I basically would have made the same decision I would have made back then. And the only reason I felt bad was because I learned a lesson. And that's the reason why I felt bad, is because I learned a lesson. It's like, crap, I shouldn't have done that. But going back to this loop thing, I would have still done the same thing over again unless I learned the lesson. So that helped me with the acceptance piece. And I guess the next thing is we just really want to pray that we become stronger so that we can actually handle bigger challenges, because life's always going to throw us challenges. And it's really how we handle those challenges. And are we tough enough? Tough enough? People get knocked down. It's just whether or not they get back up or not. So that's my soapbox speech.
Thank you, George.
You're
very
welcome.
Much. Pat Dryer.
Thank you, Peter. Boy, these guys have said pretty much all of it. It's you know, we all have challenges on a daily basis, and the way I look at it is some take more, if you will, to work through. So more time, more resources, more emotion, all those wonderful things that are there, right? And so when I saw the term major, it kind of reminded me of the quote that there's nothing big or small except our thoughts that make it so. And when you think about that, your challenges are just that. A challenge is a challenge. And like John said, we can react to it and give away our power, or we can respond to it and stay in control of it. So looking back on my side, one of my earliest challenges was in college, and I studied to become a physical therapist. And when I got to senior year, I applied to the PT school, and I was turned down 2 times. I was devastated, right? And a friend of mine called with an opportunity. I grabbed it. I moved to Denver, Colorado. The rest is history. I just made the decision to move. So I reacted obviously to the turn down letter that I got by taking that letter and stabbing it into the wall with a big old hunting knife I had, and realized that's probably not going to get me anywhere. Yeah. But another one, you know, my dad died at an early age. And when I realized that mom was struggling, we moved her to Phoenix and into our home. And when the house became too cramped, we somehow got the resources to buy a bigger house. And so it really, it is what it is, you know, and you just do what you have to do. So like I said in an earlier session, we've all survived our bad days and our bad decisions. We're going to get through this. So respond, don't react.
Well said. Thank you, Pat, very much. Well said. Outrageous Ashwin. What about you, my man?
Can you guys see me? I want to make sure you see me before I
We
start.
gotcha.
Good. So anyways, it's interesting. Everybody has different challenges and we all have different challenges at different time. What I remember vividly is when I came to Canada, I was 14 years old. And I didn't have my parents here, but they supported me somehow from far. But the main challenge is that I had to go to university, to school. That's how I lifted myself up. I got a first degree, and then after getting that degree, couldn't find any jobs. So I worked full time and then studying computer science in the evening. And that helped me to elevate myself in terms of getting job and income. And that was a challenge that I came across. The other challenge was studying marketing. Again, I studied every day. I woke up 1 hour early, and I studied 1 hour a day for last. I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years. I'm doing that, and I'm still doing it right now. So that's how I help myself to lift it up. Thank you.
Thank you. And for those who are watching this, hear carefully what these people are saying, right? Because, I mean, they're experiencing what they're doing, but they all have challenges, just like you people who are watching. So they're real, they're authentic, and that's another reason why you should reach out and talk to them, because you're going to get the truth from these people. So please don't miss the opportunity of booking time with them, finding out what it's all about, okay? And listening to them as they give you some ideas about how you can go about maybe improving your situation, or maybe even be able to work with them in one way or another. Okay, thank you, Ashwin. Carol, that's 1 moment, Carol. Sorry, Yvonne, I know you've got to go soon. Can you wait another, do you want to go now? Excuse me, Carol, for this, but I know Yvonne's got to leave in 5 minutes. Would you like to go now with Carol's permission? I'm being rude to you, Carol. I didn't mean to do this. So Yvonne, do you want to share something or not?
I'll go after Carol, Peter.
Okay, Carol.
Thank you.
Okay, I didn't mean to be rude, Carol, please. I'll take it right back. So
I didn't take it as being rude. It's your natural care and concern for people. So I'm Carol Davies, and as I said before, I'm located in London, Ontario, Canada. I'd say one of the major challenges I faced a few times in my life was how to adapt to being a productive and happy person when I moved to other countries. They often call it being an expat or an expatriate. I did it about 3 times in my life. I went from a good job in Canada down to work for the United Nations in New York for quite a while. And you wouldn't think that there'd be challenges there to get, used to it, because I always thought it was the same culture, but it wasn't. And then after that, I had to make a major change to move to Geneva, Switzerland and work. And there I faced a challenge of not only being in a different country with different customs, but having to work in French as well, which I hadn't used in years. But I found that in both countries, what helped me was getting connected to the community. And I ended up doing a lot of volunteer work, working with the local people to help them with literacy and learning how to read and just function with whatever. And it was really fun in Geneva because I would work all day and then I would teach at night. And the only language we had in common was French, and they were from all over the world. And I found out that I was a great teacher to show people, and I made a lot of friends as well. But it just showed me that if I relied on myself, that all my natural talents I could use. And it was a great way to get plugged in and find a community quickly. So that's my thing, is if you're going somewhere, always find something you can do to be part of the community.
Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Yvonne, followed by Glenda. Yvonne, over to you.
Thank you, Peter. I'll go real quickly. Carol just said something, and that is so true. Find yourself, become a part of the community. Doesn't matter where you are, but as quickly as you can integrate. And for me, there's so many instances I could mention, but I just focus on just one in particular. Here in Jamaica, I worked with 2 international companies, started with the banking industry at 16, right out of high school, and then migrated to the United States. And my first job, and the first and only time, I was there 2 years and I was de-jobbed. The company went from an A+ rating all the way down because of depending on a limited number of huge customers, and 2 of them filed bankruptcy. So they went down as well. And so sadly, I was de-jobbed. So what was I going to do? Because I'd only been in the United States for 2 years. I'd leased a car because my husband had a truck. We had 3 girls, so truck wouldn't do. So I leased a car, and we had all the bills to pay and so forth. So prayer first. It was a little depressing because I didn't think I would ever have, we don't say fired, we say laid off, right? I would have laid off in my history. And so first thing was prayer for wisdom and to find the right solution. Community is so important. My family, then community, those around us who might have a knowledge that we don't have. And so from that, my entrepreneurial spirit that I had from I was 21 sprung forth. And I started a business which was pretty successful until 1994, when I had major illness that resulted in 3 surgeries in 1 year. So that's just encapsulating everything that we have to depend. Johnny alluded to it about a higher source. My strength is in Jehovah, praying for wisdom, my family, my friends, trusted friends, and so forth. They all help to trying situations. That's my story.
Wow.
And thank you.
And thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. I know you have to go.
I do. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. I will listen to the recording for anybody I miss. Bye.
Bye. Glenda.
Good morning. Well, being in situations when things get really tough is not something that is foreign to me, because I've been through too many of them. So what life has taught me is, first of all, I become quiet. When we can become quiet, we can really start to feel what's going on inside of us, because we really do have the answers inside of us. Also, I'm a very much a believer that something or someone will be guiding me. So that quietness is something that will guide you through what you need to. Learn that whatever has happened to you is happening for you. And now as you become quiet and have a moment to digest what is happening, we don't just react. We do things by, when we get quiet, we have that time to get through our feelings, so that we're not attacking them and jumping into something that we're later on going to regret, that we jump into something that comes through later on. So learning to deal with this on a progression of that faith, learning to think it out first of all, and then you handle it step by step by what comes to you. What is the first thing you need to know that you can do to get to? The other part is finding that end goal. So you know, there's always a goal that we need to get to, whether it is a business goal, a relationship goal, or whatever. But when we become quiet, we sort of can figure out where it's coming from, what we need to do, and we step into it by figuring out your end goal and just figuring out now, what's the very first step that I can do? Because the rest will come to you because somebody, something is going to be guiding you through it. Thank you very much.
Well said. Thank you very much, Linda. Okay. Now, nice to see you, Jeff. I didn't know whether you're going to make it. Thank you. And good to see you, Bonnie, as well. Thank you. Monica, you're next. How did you overcome a major challenge in your life?
Oh my God, where do I start? How many challenges, starting 20 years, 10 years, 14 years, and so on. One of the main, I can't have a peak, that's for sure. But it's safe to say that everyone here knows what's the definition of assertive, being assertive. Being assertive also means to be able to speak up your needs. What do you need from your partner, business partner, from your friend, from the person next door, and so on? And I wasn't always assertive. I am now, I believe. So I just wrote now while everybody was talking, I said, let me not mumble again and let me be a little bit more eloquent, more clear, and bring some value. So one of the struggles I had to basically was to be more assertive, to show up for myself. But how this comes from, and I don't want to steal from anyone's time. One of the main things I needed to do was to overcome, was to stop, to overcome the need to feel loved by others. And to make and actually it did, all of that happened when I made a conscious decision to learn to love myself. And I think everyone here in the room can relate to this. And with that in mind, I lost my parents early. I work abroad all of my life for more than 3 decades. So yeah, I'm a little bit older than you guys might think, but I love every moment of my life, but I never been more in love with myself, more happy, more content with how I am now. So thank you very much, Peter, and much love to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Alan, what about you, my man? And a major challenge you overcame?
Yes, I think it's all been pretty much said already, but just maybe in a different way, find out really what is really important in your life, and is this challenge that you've got really important in the total scheme of things for the universe and for your life. And if it's to do with friends and family, and if it's to do with health concerns, then it probably is. So that's really the closest things that you need to address and, you know, take really seriously. The other challenges that you might face are things to do with either business or personal relationships, and you know, where there's a rejection or something like that, and sometimes you've got no alternative but to accept the situation and adapt to it. So you just draw on your inner strength and adapt to the new situation and find a new way forward. So look for new opportunities, new options, and just remember that rejection is only transitory. It's not forever, and it's not for everything. You know, if you get rejected with one scenario, you can find another scenario that suits you better. So what I try to do is look positively on everything, no matter what happens, and keep a positive mental attitude. Cheers, Peter.
That is really good advice, Alan. That is really good advice. For those people who are watching, every single one of these people here have been through the ups and downs, just like you have, people who are watching. but they get through it. They get through it through a range of issues, and one of those things was just mentioned by Alan then. So thank you very much indeed, Alan. Well said. Well said. Mr. Bill Pickert, nice to have you. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Okay, my name is Bill Pickert, and when I first heard what this was going to be about today and challenge, so many things came to my mind. When it comes to challenges, life is the challenge, and it every day life throws something your way, and you have to overcome it in some way. So you never know what's around the corner. And throughout my life, I always struggled when I was a child going through school and everything. I wasn't a good learner. Didn't realize it that I was dyslexic until I was, and also ADD until later on in life. And because they didn't have labels back then for that, and so they didn't really have they just said, I wasn't a slow learner and everything else, and I always felt that I was stupid, and that brought me down and made me not have any self-confidence. And I had to struggle that, fight that back. So I always challenged myself in some way to try to do better in areas that I had skills in and talents in. And by doing that, it built my confidence. We all have, I was a teacher for children with disabilities, and I used to tell them all the time, I says, everybody on this face of the earth is disabled in some way. We all have disabilities, and it's up to us to find what our skills and talents are and bring them forth and utilize them and to our best ability. And that's what I had learned from my experience when I was younger. So challenges are something that we just have to adapt to and learn to cope, and it teaches us so many things, challenges. And I believe God throws us challenges because of the fact that he knows that we need a little help in that area. And by getting that, having to face that challenge, it helps you become stronger and be able to handle life better.
Bill, when did you first realize that you were dyslexic? About what age?
I was about 30 years old.
So you went right through the school without even realizing that.
No, yeah, right. I was terrible. I mean, they were passing me just because of the fact that they had to pass me because I was getting too old.
I can see your report card now. If Bill would just apply himself.
all those F's I used to say, they stand for fantastic. So okay. Yeah, I was not a good student, and who would ever think that I'd end up becoming a teacher in the end?
Yeah, thank you, Bill. Thank you very much, and for sharing on a personal level. I really appreciate that. Okay, who would like to go next? Bonnie Hewitt, nice to see you. Would you like to say something on the topic? The topic is, how did you overcome a major challenge in your life?
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I saw the topic as I was walking up from the bus stop. I was just checking to see what it is. And I think, where do I start? I am gonna say that I've handled all of them differently, honestly. And as I get older and I learn more, I'd like to think that I handle them better, more effectively and efficiently. But the one thing that came to mind when I was listening to Bill talk is that it sounds like we're all giving the word challenge, at least from what I heard secondly, like a negative connotation. And it doesn't necessarily have to have that, right? Like there are people, you get two guys in the bar drinking a beer, I challenge you to a game of whatever, and you just want to see who's gonna, beat the other one, and you're always trying to level up. And people run 5-day challenges to help you get better at whatever it is. And I love what was said about like we level up when we take the challenges on, whether they're thrown at us unexpectedly or we volunteer for them. It gives us an opportunity to sharpen our skills. Like Bill said, he became a teacher for special needs and being. I have two children who are special needs. It takes a very special person to spend their time, very, very much patience and that extra understanding to spend the day with a classroom full of kiddos who are having a rough time. They need the extra patience and compassion. And as someone who struggles to become that stuff yourself, you're able to offer that from a completely different viewpoint than somebody who got a piece of paper from a university and never, thought was going to run on their own. So I think it just gives us, if you look at it as opportunities versus, a struggle all the time. Sometimes there are. It's going to help us come through the other side with all the lessons that we were meant to learn in the first place. So I'm not super eloquent, but thank you, Peter, for asking me to share.
Okay, thank you, Bonnie. And I noticed you said in the chat, leveling up is in the challenge. Very interesting comment. Well done. Jeff Veal.
Hi everybody, my name is Jeff Veal, the business guru from downtown Manila. And as Bill said about school, I left school at 14. What they tried to teach me was sit up straight and don't smile. And I failed on both of those categories. And then they also thought I was a devil because I was left-handed. And they used to bash me every day to try and get me to be right-handed. So hallelujah for all the nuns in the world. Anyway, guys, I left school and started work at about 14. And then I worked until I was 28 for about 200 idiots. So then I decided to work for a lunatic, which is myself. And on the way, going back to 14, I had my first motivational speaker. It was my stepfather. And every morning when he combed my hair to send me off to school, right, he'd tell me, shit, you're an ugly kid. So that was my motivational talk every morning. So that stuck with me until I was about 20. And I didn't believe him anymore. But those 200 jobs, because he was a labourer, I read the paper and I went for labouring jobs, storeman jobs, and kitchen hand jobs, because you can always get plenty of food when you're a kitchen hand. So that was the category I went for, and I stayed in that career path for 14 years. But then I set out and had 5 very successful businesses over the next 50 years. And interesting enough, when I look back, each one of those businesses took me 6 months to grasp them. They were all failures until I set out to be number 1 in my field. But I failed. For the first 6 months, I struggled to hell to make it work. But I don't know the word give up. So I persevered. And in most industries, I became number 1 within a 12-month period. So the moral of the story here, guys, is never, never give up. Thanks, guys.
Jeffrey, that's a very interesting point for people watching the replay. Yeah, I mean, you've been very successful in your life in a range of industries, but every time you started, for the first 6 months, it was a hell of a challenge, right? Things weren't working, right?
Absolutely.
That's an important message for people to understand, because some people think they can start and make a business work in a month, but that's not right. It won't work that way.
Even our clients, Peter, I tell my clients, minimum 3 months or we can't do business, because I can't do in 1 week what you didn't do in 5 years. I need 3 months to get some traction. Then by that time, you'll love me.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Well said.
Sage advice from an ugly kid.
Yeah. And by the way, Jeff, I'm left-handed as well.
Yeah, that's good. It's a challenge, right? It's a challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. Anyone else got a last thought before we call it quits for the day? On challenge?
Yes, let's love each other. Let's love each other.
Yeah, that's just one more marketing idea, isn't it?
You don't miss a trick, but
Don't forget, my name is Monica Periade.
Love you, Monica.
We know who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are. That's for sure. And Bill, good luck with your challenge. We're all going to support you as much as we can, because I know you're a practical guy, and I think there'll be some really valuable things in there for a lot of people. So I wish you all the best for that challenge, mate.
Thank you very much. I hope each and every one of you get a chance to at least come for a day and check it out, because there's going to be so much value. I guarantee that you'll walk away learning something if you show up.
So we're going to get the notification. We're going to get, sorry about that, Peter. We're going to get the notification in your group, right, Bill?
There will be too, yes. The big thing that I've had a little problem. I had a little problem with we had getting the emails out and that. And the problem is people don't finish the onboarding, and the system is set up. If you don't finish the onboarding, you won't get the emails, and you won't know what's going on. And if it's important, it takes you to the dashboard, and there's steps that you have to do at the dashboard. You do those steps, the emails start coming. If you don't do the steps, we don't even know you exist. So it's really important. And the system is set up because what I'm trying to do is motivate people and get them to win. You know, they have the opportunity. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Never fail. Have the opportunity to win prizes and more. And because of that, the system's a little complicated. So, you know, I have to track people more. So that's why the dashboard is so important. So if you sign up, make sure when you see, you'll get to the dashboard and it says onboarding. It means just that. Listen to the video, do what it says, and you'll be on board. And then you'll be able to get the emails and enjoy the challenge. It's going to be exciting. I'm really pumped for it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
For marketing ideas and be outrageous. And thank you, Peter.
That's okay. And also, I mean, for all of you, I'm really happy to support anything that you want to do. I mean, I'm supporting Bill with this. Okay, and if Fred, you want to anything, or Jeffrey, or Bonnie, or Monica, Pat, I mean, you are part of my family here in Your Next Level, and if you want some help, I'm happy to give it. I mean, there's no charge involved. You're all part of we're all part of a family, right?
Me too.
So please take that on board, because I will work my butt off for you to make sure you get as much as you can. So that's an open invitation to all of you, okay? Because that's part of my saying thank you to you for the support you give to me with these sessions. So, all right, without any further ado, we'll call it quits, all right? Take care. See you soon. Okay.
Be
bye-bye.
outrageous. Be outrageous. Be outrageous.
Be outrageous.